Hey everyone, today we are going to do something that you would really love. Passive income is the best invention of life. What could be better than making money while you're sleeping, traveling, and enjoying quality time with your family? If you want to build passive income, then you absolutely must watch this video. In this video, we're going to explore the 7 most important assets that the rich buy to get richer, so make sure to listen carefully because it might be one of the most valuable things you will ever learn. Keep in mind that we release new ways to make money every day, so make sure you complete watching the video and stay tuned anytime we release a new method so you can be the first to test it out. Like and pubs in the comment section below to help us with the YouTube algorithm and achieve a larger audience. Please support my channel by giving this video a thumbs up below. And if you want to be notified whenever I publish a new video, click on that red subscribe button and turn on notifications, and you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. So in this video, I want to share with you some real passive income ideas that you can implement right now. And most importantly, you don't need a lot of money to start. Let's get started with the video. Number 1, businesses. If you have ever watched Shark Tank, you'll probably realize that sharks are trying to buy equity in valuable businesses, especially those with bigger potentials. The best investment you can ever make is in a thriving business. What makes a business different from all other assets is that it constantly produces something, be the service or the product they cause to improve their products or come up with new ones to stay ahead of their competitors. Having a stake in a valuable business is the best way to keep your money growing and generate cash flow. Of course, for most people, that's not an option because buying a piece of a business is simply too expensive, even if you're talking about a corner shop. However, the financial system we have built over the centuries is so advanced that businesses are broken down into millions, if not billions, of small pieces, which allows almost anyone to own a tiny slice of any multi-billion-dollar company by investing in the stock market. If you want to know more about the stock market, then check out our previous video on how to buy a stock, which link you will find in the description. Number 2, royalties. In 1999, Jeff Bezos filed a patent for a method of ordering items online. It's called one-click buying. It's a technique that allows the customers to make a purchase with the payment information that they have used previously and saved. In other words, instead of manually inputting billing and shipping information for a purchase every single time, a user can use one-click buying by using a predefined address and a credit card number to purchase the item. When you buy an app from the App Store, you don't enter your credit card information. You simply double-click on the Site button and the software will automatically use your saved credit card. And until 2017, Apple and every other company that used this technique paid a small royalty to Jeff Bezos for using his innovation. It might sound silly to you, but that's how the world works. In order to encourage innovation, governments have set up a system of patents. Since you have worked so hard to innovate a new product to the service, you will be granted an exclusive 20-year patent where no one is legally allowed to use it, except you or the people you have given permission. Of course, you can use your innovation to profit from it directly, or you can license it to others for a small commission fee every time they use it and potentially earn billions, as Jeff Bezos did. It's probably one of the best passive income ideas ever. However, building a useful technology isn't that easy. That's why companies, especially in the US, filed for thousands of patents every year. Even if they don't need it, since if someone else uses that technology, they will have to pay the royalty. Next, mutual funds. There are 2 types of money problems. The first one is when you don't have enough of it. We're probably all familiar with that. But the second is when you have too much money and you have to manage it. Keeping it under your mattress isn't a good option since inflation is going to eat it out over time, but neither keeping it in the bank is a wise option, since interest in fixed deposits is too low. However, you've got another option, which is mutual funds. Mutual funds are not index funds. Index funds blindly invest in a certain index, like the S&P 500, but mutual funds carefully analyze the market and try to beat it by at least a small margin. When you invest $1 billion, a 1% difference will make a real difference because it will amount to $10 million. So when you're given an option with 2 or 3% higher, you're looking into making extra $20 or $30 million. That's why the rich always try to keep most of their money in mutual funds and just watch it grow over time. But an asset doesn't necessarily mean a physical product or a royalty. It could be a skill. Of course, it's not an asset in the traditional meaning, but it is in many different ways. Having a skill that's always in demand is a constant stream of income, even if that takes some of your time. Take an example of surgeons. It's a highly complex skill that requires years of education and training. However, on the other side, it means there isn't much competition and means that you can charge a premium for your service. That's why a lot of surgeons are actually millionaires, since they're paid generously. Of course, that applies to other professions such as lawyers, physicians, and so on. However, with the rise of internet skills, such as coding, online sales, and programming languages are becoming vital and can be self-taught at home. It's a perfect option for those who are at the beginning of building their wealth. If you don't have enough to invest in the stock market, you can invest in acquiring more skills that would potentially generate much more in the long run. At number 5, we have a real estate, which is probably most people's favorite type of assets. And that's not by accident. You can touch it, feel it, and it fulfills one of the basic human needs: shelter, which means there's almost always a demand for it. Rental property is probably the best passive income assets you can have. Of course, that doesn't mean it doesn't require any hassle and capital, but it's manageable to a certain degree. What determines the quality of real estate is its location, quite often if it's placed not in the most suitable location. It can turn into a huge liability whether you can't rent it out, but still have to pay the utilities. I personally know people who have inherited properties where they don't want to live but also can train out since it's not a popular destination, but they still have to pay the bills to keep the house free of debt. However, if it's a desirable place, it will easily get to rent it out, even if it's not in the best condition. But you know what's much better than real estate? Online products like music. It's super difficult to come up with good music. However, once you do it, it can continuously generate income, even though it was released back in 2010. And with the introduction of Spotify and Apple Music, the artists have gained extra streams of income. However, you're not limited to music. Online products are becoming more and more popular, such as courses, presents, apps, softwares, and a lot more. And finally, connections. It might not seem like an asset, but if you look at it from a different perspective, they could be much more valuable than you think. Great things happen when talented people from different aspects of life come together under one roof. If a business idea, knowing the right people can make starting that business a million times easier. In fact, an advice from the right person could save you years of experience, if not decades. Since we live in a world of social distancing, try networking using digital tools such as LinkedIn or other social media tools. If you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of our content, then hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and until next time.